So we'll go back to options now, or hit the little computer in the right-hand corner. So the first off, we're going to go down to sound once you hit options. And sound. So there's a little tab on the far right-hand side. It says move sounds. One of the drop-down boxes on the right bottom. Yeah. Yeah. You want to move and turn. Okay, and the one above that, this is your preference. This plays the Starcraft Brood War music as well as the, or you can have it on Starcraft music, or you can have it on all. And I just leave it on all soundtracks because that way you get all the music. The Brood War music's really good. Or else I have continuous music on, so it constantly plays something because it tends to shut off. Other than that, that's it for music. We can go down to gameplay next. So for this tab, everything that's a box you want checked except for enable simple command card. You want to shut that off, or it's not on for you, but just leave it off. There you go. And the next thing is unit life bars. Now this is personal preference, but I always recommend it be on always. Control groups can remain on normal, and show help flyer I usually keep on always. It's useful in some arcade games if you don't know what's going on.
Always?
And the top one always, but a lot of people like damaged as well, so it only shows the health bars as when the units are damaged. But next up is colors. So you want the two boxes ticked at the top. Team colors. Yep.
Color
and team color additional. No, not that one. The other one. Yeah, there you go. So where it says your color, you can open that and color yourself whatever you want to color yourself. Not the mini map, the one below that.
This one?
There you go. Yep, you can be whatever color you want.
Is choosing dark gray will be a bad idea?
No, it's up to you. It's whatever you want to be. So that just makes it so you can turn team colors on during a match. There's like a little button next to the mini map with like two hands, like holding each other's hands. If you click that, it'll turn the team colors on. So whatever color you picked, it will be the one you pick, or what will display. The other benefit is this: it makes your mini-map icons a brighter green. It also makes the enemy a brighter red, so it's easier to identify them as hostile. Everything else is going to be default. So it's very easy to see them in that regard. And if the color's not bright enough, you can turn up the intensity all the way up to 11. I just leave it at 1 because it's already pretty powerful. Going down to hotkeys, and this is the bread and butter of this little section. So we're going to make a new profile, which you hit the little plus with a note, and call it whatever you want, and then the drop down, switch it to grid. There we go, and create. Yep. So the next thing we're going to do is see the T on the box to the right.
Yeah.
Select T, and then where it says add alternative, hit spacebar. There you go. And then we'll go to global. You don't have to restore that. It's just, we're going to leave it unbound for now. Camera. You have to hit the little plus icon. Here we go. And we're going to go to where it says base camera. And we're going to make that middle mouse button. It's towards the top. Just base camera. Yep, right
base
there.
Camera, this one.
And we're going to make that middle mouse button. So click it, and then the little box will pop up and get rid of backspace. No, not the alternative, the primary. There you go. And middle mouse button. So just hit the little X, and it will clear it out.
I don't know. My middle mouse button may not work. I don't know. Something is wrong with that. It just never worked. I don't know.
or assign it to another mouse button. That works too. For it'll unbound drag scroll. So you can just put that as backspace. I know it signed it to a middle mouse button, so that's kind of weird.
What else can I put? Back mouse?
A mouse button's fine. Yeah. As long as you remember that it's there. It's something you'll use quite a lot.
What else?
So the one above that, where it says drag scroll, switch that back to backspace instead of middle mouse. Okay. And if it might be helpful, you can also add alternative middle mouse button for base camera as well. So in the event that it does work, you do have access to it in a more comfortable position. So it doesn't always work, huh?
Yeah, my middle mouse button doesn't work. I don't know.
Oh,
I just have a problem.
yeah, just clear that. Okay. So it actually removed rotate right is delete. You see it's red up there on the list. Yeah, just add delete back to it. Okay, there we go. So that's it for camera. We'll go down to unit management, or you can hit collapse all at the top. There you go. Unit management. So ignore that. We don't need to bind it. And we're going to go down to where it says choose ability or AI target. And we're going to add alternative, and it's going to be Z or Zeta.
You mean the key numpad 0 or like next to the nearby space bar?
The Z letter, the letter.
Oh, letter Z.
Yeah. And then where it says selection, that should be left mouse button in red. Okay, here we go. Hit where it says unbound, and it should just be jump to last alert on the red tab on the left. Yep, okay, you're good. So hit accept. And that's it. You might have to restart the game. So the neat thing of what that does is, so that gives you access to the team colors, right? So you can be whatever color you want to be at any given time. That also activated rapid fire casting. So any spellcaster that has the letter Z as an ability, you can click Z and then click to cast a spell, or you can hold it down and move your mouse around, and it will cast that spell wherever the mouse is being drug. So like those Ravagers I had, I was able to cast that ability very quickly, and same with the Sentries, I was able to cast the ability almost instantly, right, on a lot of it. That's what rapid fire is. What base camera does for your back mouse button or your middle mouse button, if you click that, it will focus on your command center, your nexus, or your hatchery, and it will flip between all available hatcheries or all available nexuses or all available command centers within like a millisecond. So it's a very good way to go back to your base very quickly without having to try to find it on the mini map or without trying to save a location hotkey, for example. So it's very good as Zerg if you play Zerg, because you can hit middle mouse button, go and inject at one hatchery, hit middle mouse, inject, etc. So it gives you a lot more flexibility quicker, and everything's grid. So it'll just be Q through T on your keyboard down to B, and it'll stay like that through every building and every research and every unit. So your probe, SUV, larva will all be Q. The barracks, the marine will always be Q. The zealot will always be Q. You get the idea, right?
Yeah.
So it's so much easier, especially if you're undecided with a race and you play random. you don't have to remember the keys for each faction. It's just all the same keys. So it makes it significantly easier, and you can play multiple races with grid layout. It's very helpful. But I would just say get your feet wet, figure out, enjoy the game. The next time that you want to catch and meet up, and we'll do some stuff, I'll go over some of the replays. We'll iron out some of the bugs in your play style. And then if you pick a faction that you fancy more than the other, we'll just go through that, and I'll get you working on that. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me. Yep. And
So
thank you
I would.
for helping.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. But if you do decide to go ladder, I would say do your placements and then play about, I don't know, just get placed, I would think, which is only 5 games. But you can play unranked if you want. It'll just throw you against anyone who's anyone at this point, and then it'll eventually get you someone closer to your skill level. And you won't be ranked that way until you're ready. Map selection, I wouldn't worry about that right now because I don't know which race you want to play. So until you figure out what you want to do, we'll worry about map vetoes, and we'll worry about the more focused training on a specific race when you just come to the conclusion. You can also watch some videos on the specific races and watch some pro games play and see which ones look cool and want to do whatever you want to do on that. Other than that, that's it. That's all I got for now.
Okay.
Yay! Confetti, graduations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna later play some games and see how it goes, and I'll let you know tomorrow.
That works just fine. Just catch me whenever I'm floating around aimlessly.
Sure. Thank
Other than that, have a good night.
you too. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yep. Later.